Hey, Michael Church, Crawl Space Ninja. We got a great Ask a Ninja from Brant, and he is writing based on a best location to install a crawl space dehumidifier. And what he wanted to know is a little bit off topic, but he's asking, why is it that crawl space companies are doing interior French drains, but not necessarily exterior French drains? Stay tuned. Brant, that's a great question, and if you're new to Crawl Space Ninja, we talk about everything related to basements, crawl spaces, humidity, air quality. We hope you'll subscribe to our channel, ring that notifications bell, and follow us on Facebook. By the way, I want to mention that if you all are watching some of our videos, we always enjoy the comments that you have below, tips and tricks that you may have experienced, or if you have a question for us, we hope you'll comment down below and like our videos as well. Okay, Brant, so I see crawl space trenches being dug on the inside perimeter of the crawl space. Any reason why you can't dig on the exterior? And that is a great question. You've got to address both. Residential building code says that if the interior of the crawl space floor is lower than the exterior of the crawl space, so if the dirt floor is lower than the outside dirt and you have evidence of moisture or evidence of standing water coming into the crawl space, technically, you are supposed to install an interior trench and get that moisture moved out, or at least have the ability to move that moisture out of the crawl space if it has the ability to move in. And we just did a video with one of our manufacturer's reps for our basement waterproofing system, and they said in some parts of the country when they build a house, they'll actually build a house with both interior and exterior waterproofing to make sure that the basement stay dry. Because you can still take on water from the floor. Okay, keep in mind that there is a certain water table that comes up inside the crawl space or inside the basement, whether you've got exterior waterproofing or not, because the dirt has been moved and has been loosened, so that water can just come in and drain right into the crawl space, whether your foundation wall is done correctly or not. So that's the number one reason why we install an interior, is because of International Residential Building Code, as well as the ability to have water come up through the water table. But that doesn't mean you should ignore the exterior. Now, one of the things that is difficult about an exterior waterproofing system is all of the items around the house. Normally, whenever we see a home flooding, typically the home was built in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, and these homes have had the ability for that oak tree to get huge. You know, they've got driveways in the way, walkways, AC units, landscaping, all this other kind of stuff that we, if we were exterior waterproofers, would have to dig up and move and then try to put back. Not to mention the fact that it'll rain day two whenever you start to excavate and all that sort of thing. So that's why most companies like us focus on interior. Doesn't mean we shouldn't extend downspouts. Doesn't mean we shouldn't put French drains or curtain drains around, or make sure that those driveways are draining off to the street or whatever. But it's much more difficult, much more time consuming, and much more expensive to do an exterior system versus an interior system. Now, if you're a DIYer and you want to go rent a ditch witch and kick it and dig up everything and do all that, it's not going to cost you as much money, and it may even be better for you because you're actually standing upright versus being in the crawl space on your hands and knees digging a trench with a little shovel. So that's why we focus on interior versus exterior. Not that we ignore the exterior, but we feel like addressing both is always the best option. I'm Michael Church, Crawl Space Ninja. We hope you make it a happy and blessed day. We'll see you later.